Hey, people. I uploaded my intro and I changed my picture, so we are back. I haven't had the time to do this because I was just really busy. I've been having very busy weeks because I'm doing a lot of additional, how do I put it, knowledge campaigns. Like I said, I'm trying to get my PhD, and it's not easy. Or truly isn't, because there's just so much you got to do. I'm practically having to write like 10,000 words every single week for the past couple of weeks. So there is just a lot going on. But I'm here for it. So we had Jessica Messica. Hey Deb, how you doing? We got Sunshine here. Jessica Messica about a week ago, maybe 8 days. Let me check. Was on Hecate's stream talking, 8 days ago, so the 27th. I'm super late. Talking a lot of shite. It's writing a book, basically. Yeah, pretty much. And I got to do that per week. But I take the time to do it. I was just editing some material before the stream, and I got to get back to it because my stuff is due before midnight. So I got to get this done. Then I gotta get that done. Then I gotta upload it, and then tomorrow's another day. Hey, Empress Speeded, what's up, Joanna? How you doing? So we got I guess Foodie Beauty's on the run. Maybe she's in Cornwall. Maybe she's in Kuwait. Who really knows? If I'm gonna make a guess, I would think it would make more sense that she's in Cornwall. I mean, who the hell would want to get stuck in a situation in a foreign country? Just doesn't make any sense. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. You can have your own, whatever works for you, I guess. How busy could I be? You've been live 3 times today. I've been live the second time today, Winnie. If you can't count, it's one, two, then three. Not one, three, okay? We're not going by prime numbers here. Got Kimberlina in the chat. What's up? We got Boobies sending kisses. Hey, beta boy. We got Beta Boy Boobies. I'm gonna take a picture of Beta Street. I'm gonna have to go on Beta Street to show my love for you, boobies. All right, we're gonna get into this. So, what the hell was Jessica Messica thinks it was actually my D pic that was shown by Buddha Bitch. Oh my god, no. I guess my D isn't that aggressive looking, because that was an extremely aggressive looking brown peen, wouldn't you say?
Like, if you ask me anything, I'll answer it basically. I think that's a better way to go about because I'm long-winded.
No, it'd be long-winded. I'm confused. Okay, what made you decide to go on Veronica's panel?
Okay.
Hey, wait. The boobies. Is yours like a light beige color? I know it's kind of weird. Yours is aggressive. Was that you?
When I was in here,
Aggressive looking.
like when people started like saying like whatever, like I mailed purple glitter or something. I don't remember what was happening. Like I was walking around, right? I was eating whatever. I was a little busy, and then I was like, "What is like?" Okay, so
oh yeah, we watched the S Jams wash pants or whatever.
Here,
and
S Jams on.
and saw the chat. That's why.
Number one.
Look, your phone's cutting out.
Who are kind of petrified. Okay, hold on. Let me stay still because I wonder when I talk. Is this okay, Rick?
I don't know. Try again.
Let me. Hello. Testing.
Yeah.
Testing.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So, number one, Buddha, you did like catch a stray. Like, I probably should just say.
Boobies, you are like Native American, right? Because that's what I heard through the grapevine. I mean, the guy that peen got exposed, he literally sounds like a native guy from, like Western Canada. Like that's literally what the guy sounded like, because as I said, the number was on the dick picture, and I'm sure a lot of people called. They just don't want to say they did, or maybe they did in back room somewhere. But when I called, the way how he was speaking and everything, he just reminds me of like the typical like native guys that I would, meet up in like Winnipeg or like Saskatchewan or areas of Alberta. Like I've had like tons of like native friends throughout the years, people who are like Cree, Ojibwe, Nishnabek. But typically in Ontario, they can sound a certain way like that, especially if you're on like the far out of the way reserves. But this guy literally, the way how his cadence was and everything, it just screamed that he was native Canadian.
Say nothing about you. I shouldn't even. Nobody. Okay, I was having a conversation in a message that like I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna. I just want to talk and say it out loud. Like I just need to speak. And so since that conversation referenced Buddha, that's why like she's like on my tongue. You know what I mean? For no reason. It's like seems out of
Yeah.
place. But it was
Then
because there
yeah.
was a conversation.
Okay.
And like I'll say this is I don't know exactly what it is, but and again, nobody has to like me. I'm not out here saying like I'm better than Buddha. I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to say. If you ask me how I feel about Buddha, which I've said before, when she left, I don't remember why, but I didn't like her. And when she came back, I feel like it was somewhat opportunistic to
It was
latch on
really.
to your movement. But after
A lot of people remember why they didn't like her because she made it seem like I was at her place, you know, raping her. That's what it, like I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's just be honest here. She made a video. Nobody knew what was going on. It was just this random cut from her uh thrashing me into a video, where she's freaking out and then she's making it seem as if there's a guy over there that had just already like raped her or something. In fact, that's what she was saying. Like I have all the screenshots and everything, what she was saying to like Gigi, not giving her a chance, this and that, blah 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 blah. Proud to be an American where at least I don't get aggressive D. Don't you mean you don't got aggressive D? Is that what you mean, right?
to latch on to your movement. But after I watched more of her and I saw her with her dogs and stuff, I'm like, you know what? Me personally, I can't say she's my fucking my deal. I don't know what it is, something about it. It doesn't sit well with me. But I think she puts effort into her content. I think with the dogs, it's very like it humanized her for me, and I think she's beautiful. But other than that, I think that she
Yikes.
has weird personality traits, and I don't know about her, and that's I'm saying that right here.
I think sociopath is picking up on another sociopath. It's kind of like what Steve was saying about her. Like Steve, at least will be honest that he ain't too right in the head, and he'll be honest about it. And he would literally tell you, "Yeah, I know I'm not right in the head, and I can pick up when other people aren't right in the head, and when they're trying to manipulate." Because the bottom line is, Booty Bitch latched onto Azria and has this built-in army that Jessica Messica will later talk about. That's literally what's happening. And that's what's going on. So yeah, Steve is right. Steve ain't right in the head, and he's right when he says, I can tell when somebody else is just completely messed up. If I need to go over this whole picture that Buddha Bitch was putting out there, and like the red room situation where the video was there and whatnot, then I will.
Now, has Buddha done anything to me? No. But since somebody was asking me, like, I'm confused about how you feel about whatever, I brought it up, and I think I don't remember why I didn't like her. I said if you listen to the whole thing, it's like it's possible. Okay, so like
Oh, I didn't hear the whole thing. You did say you think initially she latched on.
Okay, you know what I should have done? I should have done this. I should have looked and put out that video because I think it's best we watch that video. I think it's very important that I give a very or more concise um, telling of the tale. So we're gonna take a look at the video. I could have sworn I have it down. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to. We're gonna have to go over that video again because this is the video where a lot of people, uh, how do I put it? They did not like what the hell was going on, and you really couldn't figure out what's up until maybe minutes later, maybe not ever until you looked at the crap and then you're like, holy shit, what the hell was that? Because a lot of people are confused. If you weren't around then, a lot of people were extremely confused, and I don't blame them. That video came out of nowhere, and it's as if somebody who likes to record everything took the time to curate a video where you can't guy's face, and then she's freaking out, and then there's a sense of urgency. She knows you can't see his face. She knows you're probably gonna think it's me. She knows all of this, and then what she tries to do is then manipulate you into thinking it is me, and then you're gonna think it is me, and then you're gonna what, like, attack, and then it just creates a really really bad situation. So we're gonna get into that video, all right, and we're probably gonna talk about it. So let me get it here. Give me a second. We're gonna get it down, and then we're gonna have a conversation about this.
Which okay, do you remember? Do you there
told you
for the
this.
stream
Which
when
one?
I did the minty, the foil dried streams? You know what I'm saying?
Gonna be like
So
Minty.
okay, maybe, but I maybe not all of it, but
Okay.
okay.
But
So I'll
I think
say
I did like 3 or 4. I think it was 3 or 4, or maybe even like 5, because I think like there was like a
I'm
break.
pretty sure I saw most of them, and
Yeah. But you remember that there was also Kidney J, Tiny Dancer, and PG that I covered, right? And then I think Kidney J, PG, and Buddha all came to chat. And I was just
yes,
Yeah, nothing as good as a group of women coming together to tell lies on you, because we haven't had that happen before, right? Just a bunch of people come together in like a Discord server or in Kick or maybe on WhatsApp, just some sort of group chat where they decide, hey, we're just gonna go with this narrative, and then from that narrative and this narrative, you say this, I do that, and that's how we're gonna work things. Kind of like how Jessica Messica, that dumbass, put it out there that garlic bread was Christina the Latina. But before that, she was saying Christina the Latina isn't a real person. But yet I've spoken to Christina the Latina, and now in this stream, she said that she got it wrong. No shit, Jessica, because if you did your due diligence rather than letting your yuppies steer you in the wrong direction, you would have figured that out.
but I feel like okay. So I don't want to keep making this about Buddha, but since you're asking me, I'm going to say it, right?
Yeah, because I just feel like you're forgetting
Yeah.
some things, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have no true, like, I don't have, it's not like I'm taking Buddha down. I don't want anybody like Buddha. No. I am just speaking about what I think if somebody asks me, I'm telling you. And I think I need to be more careful because like I have a larger channel. Like I'm not trying to if you
Yeah,
like
but something
Buddha,
happened,
like
Jessica. There's
Buddha.
something that's flipped. Like there's like I could tell. You know what I mean? It's like
There's something about her. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. And you could say the same thing about me. And she never did anything to me. But what I don't.
All right, what's up, Bridge? How's it going? Okay, here's the thing. Here, okay, let me get this video ready because this is what pisses me off, and I appreciate that things is going on because I don't have a problem with people. I don't have a problem with garlic bread. The only problem I have a couple of days ago was that, hey, you didn't get the facts right. Correct your shit. But I really hated seeing that situation where people would just believe Jessica Messica for all people. And I'm thinking, Once again, where are the times where you would, listen to lawyers, doctors, people of merit, people that have accomplished things in their lives? And I'm looking in girl world, I'm like, okay, there's a few people, there's a few doctors here, a few individuals that have accomplished many things, but it still fathoms me that people will listen to, ladies of the night as if they are bringing super factual information. I'm like, the amount of prostitutes on here, I'm like, okay, if you are one with a PhD or a master's degree, cool. Okay, say talk your shit, do whatever. But I'm like, are you effing serious? You're just gonna listen to people that what are jobless, that live at home with their mummies, don't want to work, fuck around with people, drink, do DUIs, all types of fuck shit. I'm like, it's really, really silly to me that people will listen to these individuals as if they have a lot of merit. I'm like, if you want to do that, fine, but I mean, not me. I'm actually trying to find where is the oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, I'm looking for the red room scenario here. Oh, okay, here we go. So this is the video. This is the video that was pretty bleak, and people were like having a WTF moment. Okay, you're a mammogram technician. I'm sure you are. I hold. Okay, so here's the video. Let's play it. So this is the red room video where she insinuated, because she's really good at this. I give it to her. She's extremely good at manipulating people. Tell me, okay, look at this. What do you think if somebody played this and then they skip to a clip of her allegedly getting attacked?
Officers are out there. They can't access the property from the side. They have to go around to the back. There's just a bunch of junk against the gate. They can't open the gate. They have to go to the back. But they won't be able to open the gate unless I come out and let them out. But this guy's blocking my doorway. I can't get out. Of course, he could always go out and let the officers in if he would please go outside. He knows how to open the gate. But
I've never seen that gate.
You walked through it. You crawled through it. Yes, please. Yes, come to the back. That doesn't open. I can't.
Oh my God.
It doesn't open. Please come to the back. This doesn't open. There's a bunch of shit there. You have to come around to the back. He knows where the gate is. He can easily open it for you guys if you would just leave. Go, please. Out. Out the door. Get out. What are you doing in my basement?
I'm not. I'm sitting here.
You're in my. Get out the doors in front of you. Jesus fucking Christ. Ah! Jesus. Fuck.
Now,
Whoa, what the hell was
after
that?
it was all said and
Okay, so clearly a curated video trying to make it seem as if we're in her house. But if you listen to the guy, do we need to replay this? This is why a lot of people don't like you, Buddha bitch, because you made it seem as if I was at your house raping you. The guy is literally saying he's never seen that gate before. He's literally trying to get out. How does this compute? And then a lot of people are confused. Do we need to watch this again? A lot of people are confused at that video. And then what was that? That was the video from September 18th, 2022, where Booty Bitch tried to make it seem as if I was at her place in Calgary and I was there to assault her. Okay? Do we need to play it again? Okay, let's point out a few things. Listen to the voice carefully. Does that sound like me?
There's just a bunch of junk against the gate. They can't open the gate. They have to go to the back. But they won't be able to open the gate unless I come out and let them out. But this guy's blocking my doorway. I can't get out. Of course, he could always go out and let the officers in if he would please go outside. He knows how to open the gate. But
I've never seen that gate.
you walked through it. You crawled through it. Yes, please. Yes, come to the back. That doesn't open. I can't.
Oh my God.
It doesn't open. Please come to the back. This doesn't open. There's a bunch of shit there.
Yeah, who is this?
He knows where the gate is. He can easily open it for you guys if you would just leave. Go, please, out. Out the door. Get out. What are you doing in my basement?
I'm not. I'm sitting here.
You're in my. Get out the door in front of you. Jesus fucking Christ. Ah, Jesus. Fuck.
Like,
Now,
I still don't even get
after
what
it was
the
all
hell.
said and done, I had talked to the camera.
What the hell was that? So that's the reason why, Jessica Messica, you don't have a liking to Buddha Bitch, because then it was found out that she was posting the D-pic of the same guy allegedly, supposedly, you saw in that video that allegedly, supposedly essayed her. So why would you post a dick pic of that guy out of all the people? Because there's a lot of things that don't make no sense, okay?
I'll say it right here.
Okay.
Veronica, okay, right now, so I assess situations separately. So if you put Veronica and Buddha side by side and you ask me what happened with the fallout between Veronica and Buddha Bitch and Monty, I think that now, right, because Veronica, I mean...
Sorry, wait. Sorry, who'd you say? You said who?
Okay, so... Okay, hold on, let me start
Oh,
over.
Veronica, Buddha. Yeah, sorry, I got it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Veronica and Buddha Bitch.
Look at them in the channel right now. I think they're about to snipe us. Go ahead.
It's okay. Well, I don't know if it's okay. I'm like, it's okay. Like, it's my show.
No, I don't care. I see them
okay,
saying
so-
Jessica's now on Azria's panel. The first videos you did on Azria, were they positive or negative? Anyway, go ahead.
Number one, okay. So, Buddha Bitch, this is my opinion, and I'm not pulling receipts because I don't give a fuck that much anymore. This all took place years ago and was covered years ago, and I probably talked about it years ago. Buddha Bitch and Monty were close, and Veronica and Monty were close, and Monty was close with a lot of other hoes.
Oh my God. I wasn't that close with hoes. In fact, I didn't even know there were hoes.
Were close, and Veronica and Monty were close, and Monty was close with a lot of other hoes, and I think Buddha Bitch was the prettiest one and probably thought she was the most specialist.
Oh my God.
One. And
why she belittling women like that? Doesn't she have any respect? Talking about I got hoes. I didn't even know I had hoes. Is that how many hoes I got? Holy shit! Talking about hoes. Monty had no idea I even had hoes. We just had a panel. I thought we were having a good time, and that was it. Why is she talking like this?
I think Monty liked her the most. All right.
No correction. I was being nice, which I mean, a complete mistake on my end. Complete mistake to take up my valuable time to talk to people that have 100% backstabbed me. Imagine taking your time out of your day to, talk to somebody, try and give advice to an individual, and then they turn around and backstab you. There's been a whole host of people that have done that, and people just ain't right. They're not. So I think the best thing, if I'm really going to be honest with you, is, I mean, there's always going to be good people, but I think the good people are becoming less and less. There's just a lot of shitheads on here. A lot of mental illness, a lot of shitheads, a lot of manipulative people that will say that other people are manipulative when they, in fact, are the manipulative one.
But he...
So are you saying that you think something romantic was happening with the two of them?
Just like I'm not saying romantic, like in love, right? Do I think Monty was scheduled to fly out to fuck Buddha Bitch on her birthday and she was down? Yes.
DTF. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie about that. She was totally down. She was totally DTF. But the problem is, would Monty actually do it? That is the question. Because what Monty was gonna do is look for a new home to buy. I was thinking about moving to Calgary, while Buddha Bitch was thinking about aggressive.
And then it all got convoluted, and now it's like, oh, who said somebody's OnlyFans? Okay, I don't give a fuck if they were gonna have sex or not. I don't give a fuck. But to say like, oh, like to downplay it annoys me because that's what
Who the fuck is downplaying? He ain't downplaying shit. Of course she was DTF. If people ask me straight up, was Buddha Bitch DTF? I'll be like, fuck yeah, she was DTF. But the problem is, was I DTF? I wasn't, man. Come on. I already said that. Curl Connections asked me if no, she didn't ask me if I was single. She did in a roundabout way. She said that her friend Skinny Queen had a crush on me, and I said that I was seeing somebody. So I wouldn't be DTF with Booty Bitch, knowing that I was seeing somebody, and I publicly said that out loud. Come on.
I feel like that was the reality.
Wait, downplay what though?
Looking to do
Meaning like
what?
her. What did Veronica? Okay, so the base. Okay. When has Buddha Bitch ever spoken out about Veronica being a trafficker last year when all this happened? Last year when they were on panels together. All up until when? A couple weeks ago? No, what?
Justin says Jessica is DTF. Anyone, it's not a surprise. Oh my God. Can you imagine if like all of this thrashing around and everything, and we get into like toxic relationships, and I leave Eggy Toast for Jessica. Oh my God, I can't even say it. I couldn't even say the level of toxicity. I'm already in a toxic relationship with Eggy Toast. Could you imagine if I was in one with Jessica Messica?
Well, since when was anybody calling Veronica trafficker? Olap, I didn't watch her stuff, and I don't.
Oh, was I gonna move in with her? No. I had the idea that I would sell my property here and I would get something in Calgary, because Calgary is still a booming city. If you Google news and whatever, a lot of people have been moving there. It's kind of like the equivalent of the gold rush. Alberta actually provides a significant proportion of what you would call the EI for the rest of Canada. It's like pretty much Alberta is pushing weight for the rest of the country. Where the high paying jobs are, where the jobs are where you make 6 figures or more a year, is in Alberta. It's literally an energy producing province. So a lot of oil, a lot of lumber, a lot of other stuff comes from there.
I don't really have an issue with Olap other than like I can't really tell how they move, but it's because you're like a faceless, nameless channel.
I don't even remember Buddha talking about Veronica being a trafficker.
Now she is. And then I was like, okay, so my thing is this, right? It's okay if people want to talk about what Veronica has or hasn't done, it's whatever. I don't really care. And it's not like I'm pro trafficking. I don't think she's doing it now, and I'm going to float wherever the fuck I want to float. And I'm not trying to get close to people in the same way that I once was before. But
do I think BB Dove or Veronica was trafficking? It really depends on your broader definition. Do I think she was pimping? Yeah, in a lot of ways I do think she was pimping. Do I think pimping is wrong? Me personally, I wouldn't live off the avails of women. So I guess yes, I would think it's wrong. But am I society? No, I'm not. There's a whole subsection of societies that praise and adore pimps. Like look at No Jumper. We got guys like what's his name again? What's that pimp from No Jumper? Let me look. No Jumper. What was his name? Why am I Sharp? Sharp, that's the guy. So Sharp is a former pimp, and he will just tell you like straight up. There's a tons of guys who are like used to do it. Ladies, in fact, being madams that used to do it, they just won't hide it. They'll be like, yeah, I was, hoeing hoes, pimping hoes, doing whatever. Yeah, Adam 22 has this guy called Sharp that's on there, and he is a self-claim pimp. Actually, there's tons of guys that used to live off the avails of prostitution.
But it doesn't mean I don't like her. It doesn't mean we haven't had a close connection. You know what I mean? I'm just not thinking about all that. I'm not thinking about that shit. And if you guys all want to think about that, go ahead. If you want to pick people based on who has the clearest history, that's who you want to support, then that's fine. I watch what I want to watch.
But hold on. So no one's got a problem with you going to into Veronica's chat. But like if we're covering Erie Pepperoni, right? And then Erie went to the website and they were saying she has a tendency to be around predators, the Jeffree Star thing, kids aren't safe. And you were like, yeah, let's read it, let's research. So you didn't have a problem with that when it was Erie.
Right? Have I ever told you don't talk about Veronica?
No. What I'm saying is that
right, and the same
because
I don't like Erie Pepper, right? But I like Veronica. That's why I'm like, ooh, I don't like.
Right, exactly.
Right,
that makes
exactly.
there.
That's real, right?
Yeah.
So when you talk about Erie, I don't give a fuck about Erie Pepperoni. So I'm like, ooh, TTT. That's how it is with everybody.
Because you said on the panel with Veronica, you're like, I don't want to talk about trafficking. I don't want to talk about what you mean is about Veronica.
You thought Adam 22 was a scripture? Nah, he's a host of No Jumper. A lot of shit has been happening with him. He married that woman, Layla the Plug, and they like do prom together. In fact, there's a Toronto connection to that. There is a local rapper, a Toronto rapper called Chromas, aka Chromita. She actually was doing a scene with Adam 22 and his wife Layla the Plug, but she got weirded out by them and whatnot. That's what she says. I'm not even sure where the truth lies. I wasn't there, nor do I want to like look into that situation. But
the thing is, Veronica is talking about trafficking, Jessica. She's just being a fucking manipulative bitch. She's the one talking.
Like I rather not hear anybody talk about any of that and not even think about it. You know, unless it was like something abruptly happening and people were like, this bad thing is happening, or these, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you want me to say, I can't say, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to any of you.
No, but hold on though. Why are we talking about this? Like, why? Okay, you understand that her trolls friends, but they're not trolling her, whatever you said, they're in the Discord because people left the Discord because they were there, right? Hold on. And then all of a sudden, she starts making streams on me. I hadn't talked about her.
Who started talking about who first, though?
Veronica started talking about me first.
So I could have missed it. Okay, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, she did like 3 streams.
But listen, can I say something? Okay,
yeah.
Sorry. I feel like I have to school my hands up. I'm sorry.
No, because I'm just saying that.
I don't want to go tit. I don't know the answer to that, and I don't want to go tit for tat.
No, but I'm telling
you. Why does it even matter who started it on who? The whole premise is that one hoe is saying the other hoe is trafficking when both these hoes are trafficking, if you want to put it that way. Like, Baby Veronica, I guess, thinks it's sustained to say that he was pimping hoes, but like I said, lots of people still on YouTube have massive channels would tell you they were pimping hoes. Like that guy Big Herc from like Fresh Out. He got into federal prison for robbing a bank, but he would also pimp hoes. Sharp used to pimp hoes. Like, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying a lot of people will just be straight up about it, and she can't be straight up about it. What my problem is that she kept on just saying how she's running this charity. She was doing it next to nothing for free. I'm like, there's no such thing as running a charity for hoes. And that is what like irritates the shit out of me. You can't just say like you're doing this benevolent thing as if you're running a website where hoes get hoed out, and yet you're just this really great, amazing person. It doesn't work like that.
You the answer to that, Jessica.
Right, but I want to say I don't care. Okay, I don't care who talked about who first. This is what I told her. If you listen,
yeah, Sharp was an.
She has benefited from this interaction. It has not hurt her in any way. She does the math on her views per hour and yours. She's doing pretty fucking good. So she could enjoy that symbiotic relationship where she could stop talking about you and you will stop talking about her. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
what you said was, how many people are in her chat right now? You're doing pretty good, like number for whatever the fuck,
yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. But that's not me saying you're doing badly. It's not me saying like, oh, Ashley's doing fucking bad. I'm just told her like, don't be pressed on it. When you respond to shit, that's what makes more like a circle like of content that people continue to talk about.
Okay, but you understand why she made like 2 or 3 streams before I even made the one.
And I don't tell Veronica not to talk about you, and I don't tell you not to talk about her. But if someone asks me how I feel, I don't really think about all that. Like that's not what I go to Veronica.
Okay, but you keep it okay, but all right, go ahead. Because when you're in the chat, we can see your opinion on Buddha. You're very upfront about Buddha. I think you said that I'm the head and they're the neck or whatever.
Yeah,
you
but
say
I'm not talking about Buddha, and I don't mean.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll talk about the head and the neck if you want me to focus on that. I think
Yeah,
you
but
are smart. I think you are a great live streamer. You're obviously an intelligent woman. You're well spoken, but there are certain subjects, and this happened to me, and that's why I can see it. Is people because people like entertainment, and so they throw things at you, and some of them are valid, and a lot of people have good points, but some of the stuff is not fully researched both sides before it's talked about, and you can't tell me that's not the case. And it's okay if
you
you're
can't tell me I
you're
can't tell you
researching it
that. You
as
tell me what you're talking about specifically because you're speaking.
This point here is actually very brilliant in Jessica Messica's part because she gets it. Sometimes you got to take a step back to get it, and this is where she truly gets it. That sometimes you don't see or you're blinded because there's certain people who have had a wealth of experience at conjuring situations, guiding people, manipulating facts and whatnot, just like how that red room video just showed you. How many of you were around then where you literally thought, based on how there was a video about me, then it switched to a clip of Buddha bitch in her house and there's this guy there? How many of you would be honest and say, yeah, I thought that was you for a couple minutes, Monty, until things got cleared up? How many of you were enraged that this happened to Beta Bitch, and then she had to come out and make a video about me going to Calgary, Alberta, to this nasty, vile thing to Beta Bitch? This is what Jessica Messica is saying, that sometimes you're just really blinded by what somebody is saying, and sometimes you got to take a step back or have somebody, like, listen, wake up. You've never seen it? Well, I did play it twice, Kimberlina, maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. Yeah, exactly. Bali thought it was me in that video. That was your first time seeing it. Well, that was the video that got a lot of people pissed. In fact, before before the dick picture, that was the video. They thought it was me that went all the way to Calgary to SA Buddha.
Broadly. There's
okay.
many
So
times where I
let me
don't
think
know
of
jack shit and I do it on the
let me try to
stream.
speak. Let me try to think of something specific.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there. Okay. Oh God, it's hard to put my finger on it. It's like and a lot of times it works. Like it makes the good content, but there's sometimes where I'm just like, I feel like people are okay. I feel like, oh God, I wish I could think of a specific scenario, but basically, I feel like it's easy for people to be like, "Ooh, I don't really want this subject to talk about, or this part's going too far, so let me throw something in to like redirect it." And if I could think of something like more specific, I would. If you give me time, I could think of it. But it's like,
Wait, sorry, it's too serious, so they redirect it?
yeah, man, how do I describe it? I need a more. I'm trying to think of a specific situation.
It sounded nothing like me, but it's okay. Maybe what I should do then, PG's jail mattress bed bug, I'd have to play the whole video in its full, because what you're not getting from that one clip is a curated narrative, a narrative that runs akin to like a Shakespearean play, or you could even say a very good movie where Buddha bitch knows how to fuck with you. And the way she does is she builds you up, she says certain things a certain way. If you think that she didn't take hours to do her hair, her nail, choose her outfit, curate that one clip that you couldn't see the guy and you would think it was me, to produce a script and a narrative for days, say certain things a certain way, pause, then say another thing a certain way. It was curated to the T because she's really good at it, to insinuate and make it seem that it was me. So maybe that's what you're lacking. But September 18th, 2022, she put out that video, and the mass of people that actually thought it was me were in the thousands. Thousands.
Like, let's say you start talking about someone or getting closer off of a path. If you start going off of a certain path, I think people redirect you onto a specific path and use you because you're good at what you do, a missile. And a lot of the times I think it's for a good cause, and sometimes I think it's just for like pure bullshit because people think it's funny. That's all. But I can't
And you
really
don't
think
have
of a
anything.
specific thing.
Okay, so then there's no bullshit. You should have
But it doesn't really
one
matter
thing.
what I think. Like, okay, if you ask me what I think, that's what I'll tell you. But like, I'm not telling you to do anything different.
No, I know. I wouldn't do it different anyway, but we're having a
You would, right?
conversation,
Right,
right?
and I'm not saying you would listen to me, but what I'm saying is
Yeah.
like what
I
you're
just because
doing.
you're speaking broadly, right? And I don't understand like where you like if you say that I think the head, the neck, whatever, and then I go, okay, like what? You go, I can't think of something specific. Then it comes across like you don't think that.
I do
The
but
thoughts got to come from
okay,
somewhere.
but hold on. You're saying it's coming across like you don't think that. Then whose thoughts am I telling you right now? I'm telling you Jessica Cook's thoughts from Jessica Cook's brain with no side. I have no side goals in any of this. And that's why I've tried to be like, oh, I'm going to float. But like, I can't fucking float and not say anything forever. Like, it's like maybe not for anyone else, but for me, at least, it feels like an elephant in the room. And so now I'm just like, oh my God, I just got to say something because I can't. Like,
All right, so Sunshine Country String says, Buddha Bitch basically said you were jealous she went out with someone else, so you didn't care if something bad happened to her. No, that's not the case. Well, the case is I don't appreciate being called very early in the morning. And then I think during this, she says she should have called Greg Grubo first. Go ahead. But I know what you did to Greg Grubo. Greg Grubo told me, Buddha bitch, that you threatened her. What happened was, if you didn't get in line and get in the narrative of, making shit up, because you know who also told me that? A few people that you wanted them to make shit up about me because the wave was against me then. So what she was doing was trying to get as much people to go against me as possible. So was I jealous that she went out with? I don't give a shit. She's not my girlfriend. What the hell? Why would I say to Curl Connections I'm seeing somebody and then I'm worried that Buddha bitch went out with somebody? I don't give a shit who she went out with. That piece of shit was showing her punani to tons of guys, even guys at fucking church. And then I think the guy blocked her or didn't respond or some shit like that. Like, why would I give a shit? She was on OnlyFans trying to, I don't know, push her shit to like guys that she know, which is kind of like the worst thing you could do. Somebody needs to coach her. Like, you gotta curate your audience better. You can't just push shit on your friends and expect them to buy your content. And that's one of the reasons why he failed when he could have flourished. There was so much shit that happened. She went on a date, but yet you see her in lingerie, and then a guy is alleged supposedly in her basement. But yet she was pushing OnlyFans to guys and then trying to meet up with them for extra shit. What do you think she was doing? You really think she went out on a date? She didn't. Do you really think that guy was there after the date? He wasn't. He was there for something else. Do you think I gave a shit that she went out? Why would I? She is in fucking Calgary and I'm in Toronto. Did I care if something, but well, I do care if something at that point, if something bad had happened to her. But what I'm not gonna do is sacrifice my health and my shit because she wants to call me again and talk to me for 2, 3, 4 fucking hours. I'm not gonna do that. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna sacrifice my time and health where I'm an available 24/7 emotional pillow that she can cry to when all the bullshit happens in her life. Because at this moment in time, Azria is that 24/7 emotional pillow that she can cry to when the bullshit happens in her life. But sooner or later, that is gonna go because you got two people with really fucked up mentalities talking to each other, having a folie à deux, and then sooner or later, one of them is gonna wake up and go off. So we shall see.
I just have to say it. And like, if everybody hates me, they hate me. It's fine. But I just need to like not let the elephant be like that. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's fine. Because listen, everybody in the chat says whatever they want. People argue, like you know how I am in the chat. I don't care about that, right? But look at this screen. Azri is dumb and easily manipulated. Elizu, yeah, okay, buddy. But yeah, so
and I like a lot of people, right? And I don't. Okay, there's even you, right? Do I talk to you on a consistent basis?
No.
There's nobody that I talk to on a consistent basis anymore. So like,
we've never talked on a consistent basis.
Okay. Bally says that she also said Greg Grebo was her friend and she would call her first, but called Monty to cry. Then call Greg Grebo first. But what I keep telling people, and I'm gonna keep saying this to people, if you're talking to Buddha bitch, she's fucking recording you. She records everybody. Just like her stupid piece of shit ass was masquerading as Moby Dick, recording Purple Glitter for 2 years straight. You think if she's doing that to somebody for 2 years straight, she's not recording you? This is what she does. She records people. She recorded me. She recorded Great Grebo, and she's gonna record you if you're stupid enough to have been calling her. And if you said anything that would incriminate yourself, she's got you by the fucking proverbial balls. So beware. Whoever is listening to this right now, if you were stupid enough to tell her any secrets or anything that is incriminating or anything that you might have done that was sketchy in your past, I tell you now, it's on a hard drive somewhere. And she is going to rip you apart because this is what she does. And this is why she doesn't have any fucking friends, because she does this shit.
Basis.
No. But I've always expressed that I like you, and we've had like conversations here and there. But it's not been this like thing, right? Like I think people can assume. Anyway, it's easy to assume stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm not distancing myself from you. I'm just making.
Yeah, people think like we're like tight besties, and I know all these secrets, and I'm keeping them, and I'm like protect. Yeah, I know, but they don't get.
That's made about a lot of different situations, and involving me. Like a lot of people think. Okay, when I say, oh, I trust Veronica and I trust Spooky, that doesn't mean they know all my secrets. It just means over time, because I've known them for now going on 5 years, I feel comfortable. It doesn't mean like they're a keeper of secrets. I lost my train of thought. My point is, I'm not here for any particular reason. I'm not trying to guide anyone. So when I say the head and the neck, my opinion means like jack shit, right? If you don't feel like that's true, then you know it's not true. Like, fuck what I'm saying. Fuck what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm not trying to drag you.
When we met, right? Remember, I think the first time we started talking the most was after the FFG thing, when I found out that Raven, what's her name? Radplatt had said the N-word, remember?
That's how we met, because I was covering.
Oh, yes. Another one, Radplatt. Boy, how... I've had my interactions with Radplatt before. She was so proud to get one of my videos removed. And then looky, when was that? Like a year and a half ago that she got found out and she was being racist. People can be evil indeed.
And you were like, no, what's her name never said the N-word. And I'm like, nah, she admitted it. And like, then that's when we first connected. I remember that.
Because I watched it. And then that's when I went. And what did I do? I went right over to Raven. I said, I didn't know. I talked to both of them. I told them straight up. I got the stream down. I made my FFG thing. Ain't nobody is my head, neck, nothing. Right now, do I like to be chaotic and people will be like, oh, someone's doing a stream, someone's this, and I go back and then I forget. Sure, but I don't think that's anybody trying to like misguide me. I'm just like, ooh, sounds better than what's going on here. And I also like to engage with the chat and make them but allow them to choose what we're going to cover and vote. And that's just how I like to stream, right?
But the chat engagement is not anything I'm talking about. All I'm saying is like, if I look at, like, if I pull back, like further from you, further myself, and look at this whole community, right? I do believe there are people that will put things on the burner, and I can't even say names. If you're asking me to say names, I can't. It's just like a move. It's just like movement, right? It's like,
okay. If you don't get this, I don't know how to tell you. Maybe over time you'll get it. But she's right to the T. There's a movement of people that know each other, and what they do is they steer and guide your streams into a certain situation. And it's almost exclusively chaos. They'll ask certain questions. They'll say certain things in the chat. They will insinuate certain situations to guide your chat into either a confrontation or you speaking ill of somebody or anything along those lines. There are individuals that used to do that in Jessica Messica's chat. Then they've gone to Bally's chat. You still have some of those people in your chat, Bally, They went to Ask Jam. I see them in BBW Veronica's chat. If you know, you know. Jessica Messica's words might not be concise, but what she's saying is that she's awakened to the fact that there are people that will guide and steer a stream a certain kind of way. And those people are the people that Azria needs to remove herself from, because she thinks she's in control, but control can be down to one's perception. And you might think you're in control, but the true control could be somebody that is very cunning and very manipulative. Like Ariel. Ariel, yes, would be manipulative. I wouldn't say Ariel is smart, but you don't need to be smart to be manipulative. You can be an average IQ'd person and be extremely manipulative in your actions and words.
Certain things get put on the front burner either for the sake of content or to overthrow a side in an argument. And so you might think you're just talking about something because someone is like, oh, this is interesting, but you might actually be talking about it because that person is trying to annihilate somebody else. And it's fine. Some people deserve that.
Exactly. Like they'll steer your conversations, they'll let you talk about certain things to push it, the narrative that they want out there. And that's because they want to win an argument or want to show somebody as bad. So they'll let you talk about it. And then when you talk about it, they'll clip it, they'll post it on Twitter, they'll post it here and there. And now it's like all over there because you've pretty much backed up a narrative. And that is what she's talking about, backing up a narrative. And that's exactly what Jessica Messica used to do, is back up a narrative. And this is going to continue until people get the picture. And I don't think it's even going to end because there's so much new people that keep coming in. Then you see the same people that used to be in Jessica Messica's chat, Azria's chat, BBW, Veronica's chat.
That person is trying to annihilate somebody else. And it's fine. Some people deserve that. But then other stuff, it's like either like you might not know the both sides of it. Because I said this also too, is like in this community, right? Like people are like, oh, it's fucked up to take screenshots and receipts, but that's how it is out over here.
Fact.
So like if you don't have like a whole back catalog, yeah, like if you don't have a back catalog to defend yourself, then you can't. And then whoever has more,
right,
they might not even be right. It's just they were better prepared, and that's all I'm saying.
Or things out of context. Like I said, my biggest lesson in this case was everyone saying that Aguilar was a predator. I go and I watch this 150,000 view bullshit thing, no predation. Now, if I didn't go and watch it, then I would think, oh, and I listen to people, I think ALR is a predator. Right?
Right.
So that's why I make sure that I try to be, I think I'm fully informed, right? I'm getting receipts. I'm doing the research while I'm up there. Then people say, watch this, whatever. But when I do my live streams, I'm the one that's before my stream. I'm looking around. I'm going, Reddit, whatever. I do that. And I get receipts too because I'm outspoken. I don't give a fuck. So I do get sent a lot of stuff. And there's tons of things that I don't even acknowledge because I'm like, if you don't have a receipt, I can't cover it. So there's things behind the scenes that people don't see either, right?
Yes, and I'll say this then I'm not saying I'm right about you when I say that, right? But I want to present a case, and I don't care if you can think I'm like a fucking insane whatever. All I'm saying is this. I've looked at situations that I've been involved in from the first time I showed up around here. And I'm telling you, look, okay, so let me try to make an example. Look at you, look what happened to you with the fucking, predator thing. Like, the child, whatever, the 16-year-old thing. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, wait, which one?
Yeah. Whatever in that chat. And then everything ended up going full circle and you were vindicated, right?
Yeah, I told Barney that from the very beginning.
Now, look how easy it is for something like that to go off the rails. And had you not had the support that you have,
like boobies, people coming out and saying it isn't true, then it could have gone off the rails. Same thing with the Bali situation. Like Herlin had to come out with the whole child situation and be like, listen, we're going to put an end to this. Well, unfortunately, I didn't have that help when Buddha Bitch decided to say that I'm sending her dick pics. In fact, I had the opposite. People calling me weird. Why am I sending her a dick pic? I'm a creep. Why am I sending her a dick pic? And what the hell am I supposed to do about it? I didn't have any backup. All these people thinking I'm actually sending her a dick pic, that I'm actually in her basement after I've essayed her, all this shit. This is what she's talking about, where people can push a narrative out there. And if you don't have the backing of other people saying, listen, that is not true, we're shutting this down right now, then it can end really badly for you.
It could have really went left, right? Because you had people that were gunning for you and looking into it. You looked into it and it worked out, right? Because the truth
But
is
why
revealed,
though?
right?
Because based on my character and how I present myself,
It doesn't
that's
work
why they
like
Correct.
didn't
that.
question.
Yes,
Right.
but what I'm saying is like there's some times where I don't think it ends up like that. I don't
Okay.
think it always ends up
Yeah, like with Amber C and RSN. I agree.
yeah, like
Or
some people
Buddha
end
and
it,
Monty.
right. I think sometimes
Yeah,
it ends
that's
up fucked
true.
up for somebody, right?
Like
So
Buddha,
what?
yeah.
So like I'm not gonna fake it anyway.
Yeah, with Buddha, yeah. Go ahead, go
We can
ahead.
agree to disagree, but I don't. It's not a passion hatred for wood. I just don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on. I don't know what it is.
It's fine. I'm just
Um,
saying.
um. Anyway, I think there are people where it doesn't always end up in their favor when it should, or whatever. And I think like I'm weirdly aware of that because I can see how much it's like the puppet strings are. So, for example, someone, and I'm not talking about you, I'm just saying in general, like a theory, right? There are people who think they're fighting a good fight, who truly think this about a person based on some shit that was like,
Yeah, what other people have said, when what other people have said might not be the truth. And the other thing is that people will use other people's videos as if it's fact when it's just somebody talking shit. So there's other examples, tons. Look what happened to Jessica Messica's original crew with Cherries and Kayla Marie. Who else was there? Tons of other people. When you just want to leave, but they won't let you leave, making it seem like it's a gang. That if you leave, then we're just gonna attack the shit out of you, slander you, and whatnot. I would also say this. It wouldn't necessarily. Well, I wouldn't trust Jessica Messica at all because of all the shit. But I will say that what she's saying here has a lot of truth to it because I've seen situations like this. The Jessica Messica situation, again, with Miami Vice saying all those things about Miami Vice when they were in a relationship, but then all of a sudden Jessica Messica is downplaying the relationship that she had with Miami Vice when they were supposed to meet. They were supposed to, see each other. Like, there's so much downplays I've seen on this site. So much like disgusting situations where people say a lot of shit that I know what the truth is, but then, it's always the optics of things, right? Who has more receipts? Who has a bigger crew of people to spread one narrative one way? Like, once again, look at Miami Vice situation. She didn't have anybody to in her corner. I took it up and I was, speaking out for her. But back then she had nobody. Jessica Messica had hundreds to thousands of people saying the same shit over and over and over again.
created by a bunch of trolls. That's all
Right.
I'm
That's
saying.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So if and it's like could be used against them later, but it was never valid to begin with. But it's whoever documented it the best, it becomes the truth. And I just don't fuck with that.
Right.
Therefore,
So it would be like two people did shit instead of one, maybe. They make it look like one person did it, but it's really two. Or both people are doing the same
it's
shit. Like, I don't get that.
it depends on the situation. Like
Like, for
Oh my god, who the hell's coming up as Horrible? Horrible will never say anything. Can you do something useful? Oh man. I don't think it's wrong to bring up something like the PDF stuff with Azria, but it went sideways due to past drama or unknown drama. Yeah, but a lot of people are pushing that narrative thing. Is it really? I'm gonna check. She knows what she's doing about because she has been the puppeteer. Yeah, that is very true. I mean, the whole PDF thing is Jessica Miss went like really left for her once again. If boobies didn't come out, if a few people didn't come out with that, then the narrative would have still been the same because there are certain people pushing said narrative. Like Lowe was pushing that narrative. A bunch of other people were trying to push it because they had a vendetta.
People
Okay, I'll
said
talk
that
about
you
garlic bread. Do you want me to bring? I guess he's the most relevant one I could think
do
of.
it.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, like this is like a more specific example, and I don't know all the names to name. Right? All I know is when I look back at the garlic bread situation, and I go through all my emails because people were emailing me left and right, and like things that seemed so factual and true. And I didn't really have a Discord. I was like, I don't even think I had a Discord yet. I got one when your mama wanted to interview me, and I was like,
What?
I was like, no, people could only reach me through email. But
Yeah.
so I was getting these emails and like I'm assuming it's true. And they're like showing me stuff and I'm like, wow, like this is I'm seeing receipts. And so I'm like thinking whatever, like
But listen, Jessica, you've only had lying ass bitches around you. Like
I
everybody,
know this,
like,
right?
right? So I feel like you're
Exactly. But I'm
projecting.
saying
I was Jessica, an incest lover, because she fucked her baby daddy's brother. Didn't you know this? Well, if you didn't, now you know. Listen, we're not gonna go over the whole. We're not gonna go over this, okay? All right. There's a certain type of incest that we're gonna talk about, but the fact is, see, this is when you don't really have much common sense and you think you know what you're talking about, but there is a certain type of ancestral relationship where you don't have to be blood related to said person, but your offspring is blood related to said person, and who you might be sleeping with is also blood related to your offspring. Your offspring would be double related to each other, which is confusing. Society doesn't like that. We call it a certain type of incestuous relationship. How about you Googling? How about you know what you're talking about before you open up your fucking mouth? Because I hate when people talk shit and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right? So go and learn.
I have always when you feel weird, it's because weirdness is around you. And I'm not saying I haven't done bad stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it adds to your uneasiness. But anyway, my point is like I can tell now that yes, garlic bread was a piece of shit. And some things he did were real, but also a lot of stuff was not real.
Right. And so
And I
a
went
bunch of
gunning.
trolls told you that?
Yeah, yes.
Right.
And I
Did you
went
have
gunning
proof?
and I went gunning.
But did you have
And
proof or did they just send you an email? Like, did they send you a screenshot, a text, like
yeah,
a
like
voice note?
screenshots, yep, like screenshots and stuff like this, right? And then me, I'm not corresponding with anyone else. I'm trying to piece this together myself. And I'm like, holy shit, I think this dude is like really this chick.
Uh-huh.
But I don't even think I
Oh,
All right, so what does Buddha say here? Buddha was saying a lot. Jessica, if you think I'm gonna let you use me as a punching bag, you're mistaken. Funny how she uses other people as a punching bag. But we're gonna get into something later on in next coming weeks once my FOIA comes through, because there's something I really need to talk to you guys about that I don't like and is wrong, and I am gonna do something about it. But for now, we're gonna leave it as this. Cite my source. Watch my last stream.
Christina,
yeah, like
that whole
yeah.
thing, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't really make sense. And I think it was like an off the cuff thing that ended up like blowing
Oh, I
up. But
remember
at the
that.
time, I believe that was the case, right?
Yeah.
Now, did Garlic Bread handle it correctly? No, because then he made up some weird shit. Kamikaze, I'm not dragging you. I'm just saying, I don't know what happened with that and that whole thing. Like, I think to
Well,
save
she
his
ended up
ass.
being. Wait, hold on. It was confusing because he said he was catfished, and then she ended up
Yes,
being a real
because
person. But then she took a fucking. Of course, you're gonna
right, but I
goddamn
think
you.
okay. Okay, I'll tell you what I think happened.
Go
He
ahead.
he and I were talking, and I'm a lolcow to everyone, right?
Mhm.
And he's motherfuckers don't like him. I don't know what he did at first. I think he was just like pompous. People didn't fuck with him.
Mhm.
So me and him start talking, and
Oh, okay. So at least she's admitting that she screwed up, and she's gonna later admit that yes, the whole Gorlick Bread was acting like Christina the Latina situation came out like what, like 8 days ago. At least she can admit this, because this is one of the examples of somebody listening to somebody else who has no merit whatsoever into how they came to said conclusion, but they just came to a conclusion, and then the whole girl roll just runs with this shit. And all you had to fucking do is find the real woman who that picture belongs to, and then see if she's a real person, if she'll reply to you, which she fucking did reply to me. So that's why I know that this person is a real person. But still, we have people like Yo Mama, Jessica Messica creating this false narrative that Gorlick Bread was, this, and Christina the Latina isn't a real person. It was all made up and made this. It's stupid. And it's easily proven that she is a real person.
And everybody's like, ew, ew, you're talking to Garlic Bread, ew. So then anyway, I find out like that he's being weird about his identity and like his situation with Breezy, so I out it because I'm dramatic. Then after that, I start getting these receipts coming in about this Christina the Latina.
Right. I remember that video, and I was like, God damn, you look crazy as fuck.
Yeah, but I'm like crossing the things together, and so I'm like, oh my God, it's him. He pretended to be it. But now, over time, and like I found things by accident over time.
Do I have a video of the incest? Yes, I actually do. It's on another channel, but you can find it on what's that lady's name again? Anna Nicole's channel. She documented when Jessica Messica was talking about how she slept with her baby daddy's brother to get back at him. I forgot what he did. Someone in the chat said that it was because did he cheat or something? I don't know if he actually did. I can't remember. But he did something to piss her off. And so what she thought was going to be the best thing to do is sleep with his brother. I mean, what if she got pregnant by the brother? Like, how messed up is that? That's just how families get destroyed, of this like shit and not having boundaries and crossing said boundaries. Because that is a boundary you should never cross, is doing that. Like, you can do almost anything else but that.
And I've compared emails and certain things. He was catfished into thinking that he was gonna fuck an Albanian porn star, and it turned out to be.
Right.
I know who I think it is, but I don't know for a fact, so I'm not gonna.
It's the girl that was on the Kimmy's panel.
No, I don't even know who that is, man. I don't know who that bitch is.
You listen. You got a lot going on in the head of yours, okay?
No. No. I don't like that. I have a lot of things going on, but what I'm telling
you, because it's there. No, what I'm saying is the minds, the like the tinfoil, because it's literally it's out
not
there.
Tinfoil. It's not tinfoil. I'm telling you right now, because I again am not naming names because I don't have receipts to say things 100% proof. I'm telling you that Garlic Bread was catfished, thinking that he was the love of his life, and then he ended up lying because he was embarrassed, and then I was confused and connected things wrong. Mm-hmm. And I thought that he was pretending to be this person because this person wasn't real. But it turned out I believe he was getting played the whole time. But however, I thought I was right.
You thought he was getting played? It turns out he was getting played?
Yes. Garlic Bread is a piece of shit in some ways, a lot of ways. But I believe that he truly thought that he was talking to an Albanian, that woman with the Albanian porn star picture.
You know what he should actually do is address this, because I can't speak for him on this. All I can speak to is that I know for a fact that Christina the Latina is a real person. And I know some people have been playing games trying to message me as Christina the Latina. I know that, but I've actually verified from the real actual person. So at least I can say that. What his scope in his own relationship is, I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not him. I can't speak to that. But what I can speak to is that Jessica Messica was wrong, and Jessica Messica was the one who created that bullshit narrative and let it spread out there that Christina the Latina, one, wasn't a real person, and two, that Garlic Bread was imitating her.
He did.
But that was a troll.
Wait, hold on, girl. Did you miss the stream? You know, maybe I should send you a
No,
link.
I didn't miss anything. I'm telling you this. Garlic Bread was talking to a troll that he thought was an attractive Latina woman, who
Right.
turned out was not real.
No, she was
And a
real. They
bunch
fully
of trolls
muted.
that were in that Discord at the time.
Oh my God. They can't even agree. Okay, the woman is a real person. Okay, there could be the possibility that who you're talking to is some fake Christina, the Latina, or person masquerading as what the real person is. But, and this is part of it, this is part of the problem, is that there are trolls that go around and will act as Christina the Latina when they're truly not Christina the Latina. It happens to a lot of people. It happens to me all the time. There's lots of people who would go into PG's chat or Now's chat and masquerade as myself. I hear the stories all the time. Maybe streaming and somebody tells me, yeah, I saw you in Val's chat and now Val's cursing you out. Or I saw you in PG's chat, now PG's pissed off. Or you've been emailing me. This is the shit that I'm talking about. There's people that just love doing this shit, just impersonating people left, right, and center.
Were probably trying to rile me up and I don't know what, because people think shit is funny. Oh my God. It's like, I don't even care if you think
Do
I'm
I?
crazy.
Okay, so maybe there's some confusion, Belly. When I say that it's a real person, you're saying that she was a sock of Gorlick. You mean the moment where he was like, the video came out with Kimikaze? I don't even know about that. That whole thing with Kimikaze, I don't know. But what, once again, I can tell you is that I've spoken to the real Christina the Latina, and she's a real person.
Crazy. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think
a
you're
lot,
crazy.
a lot of
I
that
think I
shit.
know who your circle was, and they are fucking
Yes,
all
but
they.
nobody told me Garlic Bread is Christina the Latina. I was like, I thought I was a detective and I thought I figured it out. So they're probably laughing. I'm
Right,
doing
but
this.
it was convoluted to begin with, right? So that is
Correct. It was
understandable because it was
convoluted. So,
convoluted.
right. So
But
then, like,
you
I
still don't
go.
know what's going on, though.
But
That
you
she was
understand
so
that when I
real.
said it, I thought I was telling the truth. I thought I was convicted in what I said. I wasn't like, I'm setting up Garlic
Convicted?
Bread. I was like, yo, everybody, I think this dude has pretended to be a chick. And it like blew up. And people keep
Right.
talking about it to this day. Garlic Bread pretended to be Christina Latina. Because I said that shit. But I was
Yeah.
wrong because I got trolled. Do you understand
Right.
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
got trolled.
So
Right.
therefore,
People trolled
because,
you.
But
bro,
You're
what
right.
there
receipts
are
do you have for
10
that video?
situations that I can point out that have happened to me that are like that. And therefore, my view on everybody in this fucking community or whoever I look at is very skewed now because I'm so aware that
Monty, do you think Christina Latina brought Gorlick into Grow World? No. Gorlick started making videos. Here's a fun fact. Gorlick used to actually talk to Kidney J. Not a lot of people know that. I mean, I wasn't really gonna say anything about it, but yeah, there's a whole history behind that itself that I've never said or anything.
false narratives can spread like
Literally
wildfire, and then people
centuries
think it's
of siblings married centuries. That is literally the definition of incest, Dizzy. If you marry your sibling, that is incest, literally.
like valid, and it's not. And
Right.
so
And that's why you don't go up with like unless you have like some because I remember you were
yeah, but
looking
I
at the
had something. I had a
website
lot of
and
somethings. Yeah, but look at all the receipts I
no.
thought I had. Look at all the
I gotta
receipts I
watch
had.
that video. I remember it was
No, if you watch that, I had receipts. People didn't believe
I'm gonna
me for
watch
no
it.
reason. People didn't believe me for no reason. I believed that
So you're
wholeheartedly.
basically your experience you're putting onto me, even though I have never
Correct.
had that experience. But what
Because
the
you're
fuck?
the same exact people are around you. Look who's around you. It's the same people that were around me the whole time.
Well, they're
Here we
not
And the
around
go.
me
same people that I've
anymore.
seen around Buddha. And the same people that are everywhere. That's what the fucking
Right.
community is based on. That's why I'm saying watch what you're doing, like head and neck. But I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm not saying you don't know what's happening. I'm not even saying all of these people are trying to fuck you over. I'm just saying shit is not as it appears because this community is built on who has the most receipts and whatever story went the furthest, that's what everybody goes with. So I don't.
Okay, you hear that? So this is the whole scope of the thing. The same people that were, doing what Jessica doing to Jessica Messica is in Azria's chat, is in BBW Veronica's chat. This is literally the gist. How do you know that, Ziggy? Because I'm kind of interested. Maybe I'm lacking a perspective to the story, but we'll see. She's ranting and raving.
don't fucking fuck with that like that anymore.
Right, but what do? I say anyone who's
Jessica is yelling because she's frustrated. She's trying to get the point across that there's people who you might not think you're being manipulated by are in fact manipulating you because they're befriending you. They're telling you things that is changing your perception of what you believe is reality, and then they're guiding a person to make videos on this person or that person. They could do something simple like, oh, here's some thumbnails, I think you need to talk about this person tonight or that person tonight, so here's some thumbnails I made for you, hopefully you like it. And then you kind of push. You might not think you're being pushed and prodded to do a stream about that specific person, but that's literally what's being done, and you gotta just get your head out of your ass.
and talk that's involved, right? I get the receipt. I watch their videos and what comes out of their own
I'm sorry
mouth.
that, like, okay, I am not trying to discredit what you're doing as a streamer or you as a person. I don't agree with
All right,
maybe
Block Party, we're gonna say Jessica Messica slept with her baby daddy's brother. That is a clip that I have on another channel. I explained, and I've actually explained it on this channel as well when that whole thing came out, because she was pretty proud. I mean, it wasn't anything to her. She's very nonchalant about it. That is a very family dividing thing to do, is all I will say. It's very destructive to your generation line and something you should never do. But hey, they're not related. Well, her kids are related to both those men, so it is still described, maybe loosely, maybe not in the way how you normally think about relationships, but it is described as such.
25% of your takes.
I
The
did
rest of
not
them I think
know.
are
Am I
hot
still
takes,
being a baby
interesting takes,
back
good
bitch?
ones.
Listen, puta, take that nipple ring out of your nose, baby boy. Okay? I don't know who the hell goes around with nipple rings in their nose. Maybe Yato, the Coomer.
And some of them I don't fuck with. And if someone asks me
Right.
what I don't agree with, some of those I think it's a head and neck situation, but not all of them. Some of them I just don't agree with. But I
I
don't
did
want you
not
to
know
hold
that.
on.
Still
Like
don't head and neck me.
we could debate the head neck thing.
I
But
mean, that makes a lot of sense now, because I wasn't going to say this, but she kept on saying a lot of shit that kind of made it seem like that, how they used to talk a lot. They used to, he used to message her all the time. Now it makes a whole lot of sense. And how did you know this, Ziggy? I remember was mention of them dating. They were pretty close. Kenny J DM'd him all the time, always in his chat, and he talked. Ah, so that's what she does. She'll come into your chat, because the way how she was talking about him, she was saying how he was annoying and he kept on messaging her all the time. You see how fucked up people are? That makes a lot more sense based on her saying that he used to message her all the time and try to talk to her all the time and say a lot of things to her, and she wouldn't reply much to him. It makes more sense that what she was actually doing is dating him, and then they were DMing each other all the time, and she was always in his chat. That makes more sense. Gotcha.
it's not
It
that
doesn't
deep.
really matter.
It's just me and Jessica, who is nobody.
But of course, she's gonna downplay it, right? Downplaying it to me, telling me all this bullshit, when in fact she goes around, tries to date guys, they're stinking ass.
Saying what I thought in the moment. It's not that deep. Like I'm not trying to discredit you as a person or as a streamer or whatever or anything that you're trying to do. Do like I don't know how else to put it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just confused. But okay, not anymore though. It's fine.
It's not.
I wish it was.
I get it now.
Okay. We're gonna go over this. We're gonna go over this with some documentation, okay? Because we're not gonna go there tonight tangentially about this whole like incest thing. It literally is, okay, and I'm gonna prove it. I am gonna prove it with research, and we are gonna get into it, but honestly, just like not tonight because this is more important to me to get this out there. And then another night, I will prove it through research that it is considered an incestuous relationship if you do that, if you hook up with your baby daddy's brother, okay?
Oh, I just was confused before because I just all of a sudden you were on the screen and then you were like Buddha, and I don't even know what the fuck else you said.
And
Okay.
I want, like, obviously, right? Like, if someone
I did not, Ziggy.
randomly starts talking about someone I like, I'm gonna feel some type of way too, right? And so, like, every time when you're looking at it, it's not.
But you're talking about UBW?
No. I'm saying, like, I'm sure for you, it's not pleasant to see me talk about Buddha bitch because that's your friend. So I understand why.
I mean, for me, I feel like if there's something valid between two people, then I just like, okay,
valid. Like,
I love it that people will put up you gotta be related. Okay, there's different degrees of relation. Okay, I will get into this. I just got to prepare for it. We'll have a stream about it in a few days.
But I feel like I don't understand your position with Buddha. Like you're just saying it's just a feeling. I don't know why. I don't know why.
My opinion with Buddha is she's downplaying her involvement with Monty because she has now your supporters. A lot of them are now her supporters. So she has a built-in army.
She does.
With peace and love. And it's not because she's undeserving of it, whatever. But Veronica doesn't have that. So Buddha's story is going to
Why doesn't Veronica have that?
Because she doesn't.
Because she never cultivated it. She does.
But why?
It's not.
Did you hear what she said? Hold on, Jessica. In the beginning of the stream,
who is Veronica going to latch on to?
Jessica.
Okay, I might wrap this up at the end of this, but this is the truth of the thing. BBD Upper Veronica doesn't have a built-in army. Buddha bitch is really good at cultivating a relationship with somebody by talking to them all day. It's literally what any other manipulative piece of shit would do. Cultivate a relationship with somebody, even though you're really just using them. And then though that person's audience that they've built up doing these 12, 24, 48-hour streams is now your audience because then they'll push their audience into your streams, right? And then after that, then you start talking shit about somebody and then all those people rush over and then talk shit about that person. This is literally the play-by-play of what Buddha Bitch has been doing and she's been caught. So Jessica Messica is 100% right with this.
Where did Buddha get this all these supporters suddenly?
In the beginning,
left Azria.
First of all,
left Azria.
Certain people, right? Certain people didn't even know the whole truth, right? There were also bigger content creators that
I'm not talking about trafficking right now. I'm talking about Monty, Buddha bitch, Veronica.
I know you're not talking about trafficking.
Okay.
Listen, okay? I'm talking. All right. So when I came and I did that huge thing and covered all those hours, right? A lot of information came out and people. Like, for instance, when she made the
I don't mean.
Well, I'm not done talking. Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. I don't care. I want to finish what I'm saying. Okay, just because you were there doesn't mean I can't finish my sentence. Hold on.
Oh, you're right.
So,
go ahead.
Right. So she was. There was remember the tweet that she made with the dick, right? And the phone number at the top, right? What did the majority of everybody say? That she said that it was him. And the only reason why people knew that she was lying was because of the phone number at the top, right?
Yep.
That's what people said. I don't know if you remember.
Buddha posted it believing it was Monty's dick. And I believe the backlash she got.
No. She wanted other people to believe it was my dick. And she posted it in haste, not remembering to remove the phone number. And like I said, there are number of people, including Gigi, who called that number and said that it wasn't me. So there you go. If that did not happen, to this day, people would still think that it was actually me when it was not. And could I prove them wrong? I can't, because I can't prove a negative. I can't prove that I didn't do something.
Took it down. And
maybe, but she
so what? So I don't give a Buddha posted Monty's dick. If that was
my
his dick,
point. No, you're not letting me finish my sentence, which is going to irritate me. I don't want to argue with you, right? I have a point to make.
Go ahead.
So the tweet was there, and most people thought, oh, because you know how it is. One person sees something, they interpret it, it goes around, it spreads, and that's it, right? So then people saw it, and she said, "Is this you?" with a question mark, and the phone number was showing, right?
Okay, does this make any goddamn sense? Why wouldn't you not call or text the number and find out who the fuck it was before you just randomly accuse me of sending your dick pic? That's like somebody sends me a picture of a fucking dog or cat, then I go, "Is this you, Ashweer?" and then post it up online. It's fucking stupid. Have some goddamn common sense. The number is there. You call or you text, like, if you don't know who the fuck it is. That's what you do. You don't just post it up on Twitter like some dumbass.
If she's not an idiot. If she wanted it to look like him, why would she put in Alberta? But leave the number up there with the Alberta thing, right?
Which is dumb.
She was
She
asking.
said at the time the only brown dick she was talking to was Monty's, and that's why she was presenting it to the police or whoever. Monty went after her for that shit, and she believed. Yes, this is the whole thing.
No,
I don't have the fucking receipts. I'm telling you right now.
I know. I remember what you're saying.
Someone has this shit, please.
Anyway, the point that I'm making is that when we went over it, right, and she was speaking her piece, and we were looking at what the tweet, because it was covered, it made sense. People were like, "Oh, that's logical. That makes sense," right? She's not an idiot. She's gonna lie and put it, and she knows it's his dick.
I don't think she was lying. Who gives a fuck about a phone number? I can make 5 phone numbers right now, Azria. That could have I still think that's Monty's dick to this day. I think it's his dick. I think that was.
That's wrong, because once again, Gigi, one of the people, called the number and said it wasn't me. And then, of course, your mama chimed in and be like, "Why isn't Gigi going hard at Buddha Bitch?" And then Gigi made a stream about Buddha Bitch, and then Buddha Bitch felt ostracized and then took off after her fuck up of leaving the number on there. Because if she didn't leave the number on there, she'd still be here and probably having thousands of followers. There you go. Turn it up, Monty. You sound like an angry Mickey Mouse. And you sound like my bitch, Yato. Stop fucking watching anime and go get a fucking job, bitch.
That's his dick.
Okay, and not and then people were saying that the whole video with the
ladder on her, so she recoiled that shit and then disappeared. Bye. Because nobody ran her off. Nobody gave a fuck. Monty was losing. Monty was taking the L, not Buddha. Why did she vanish then?
Yeah, because she took the L after doing the dumb shit. Yeah, why would I risk sending a cock picture that would be illegal to somebody that doesn't want to receive the cock picture? It's like really dumb. Like, why would I do that? It's stupid. Of course I wouldn't do something like that, because it would be illegal and she would get me for sending her an unsolicited, X-rated photo. It is against the law, right? Yeah, why would I ever risk that? You can't work on what you taking the L. I guess so. If you have a sedentary job. Is that what you're telling me, Yato? You have a job like a little bitch?
Literally said, did you see Peanut and things?
I was there. Yeah, so I remember everybody citing that Monty was a fucking immense piece of shit. Buddha's channel was doing pretty well. She was getting views, and then she vanished after the dick incident. Why?
Because they said that she posted his dick, because the argument was
she thought she did, and I think she did. And it doesn't even matter.
So did she but hold on though, the dick came in, no, listen, common sense, okay? She has a phone. The dick pic comes through the phone with a number attached, right? So if it was Monty's, so what I'm saying is that
anybody can make a phone number. Like,
right. So you're saying that she knows.
I can send myself 10 text messages.
Even if she thought it was Monty's dick, who cares?
I don't give a fuck.
Jessica, do you think that she asked for that pic?
What does the phone number have to do with anything?
Do you think that she asked for the pic? Is what I'm asking you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not.
So you think that it was just given to her unsolicited, right?
No, I think she already had that dick for a long time, and she wanted to embarrass Monty because.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. That's what I also think. Okay, but background information. She kept on messaging dudes, all types of dudes, even friends, distant friends, people, acquaintances, trying to shop her OnlyFans around. You think she was in lingerie at her house for randomly because she was on a first fucking date? She was on no fucking date. She was hoeing, okay? That's what she was doing. And she would send shit out, and horny ass dudes would send shit back to her. And what one of these dudes sent was this fucking cock picture, and she decided to use a brown looking dick to masquerade my big black one. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to imitate, often imitated but not duplicated, a brown aggressive dick for a black one.
Offended her when he did not have her back when a fucking sicko was in her apartment and refused to leave. Therefore, she showed his dick, got burnt for it, took it down. They both went back and forth about it, and then she dipped out and recorded everybody for 2 years and then popped back up and took your viewers as an army.
Oh, god damn. I need to like one of those things where you press the button and say, God damn. Because literally she explained everything in seconds. That's exactly what she did. Let's go back. We're going to go back, and this is everything you need to know in a few seconds.
She had that dick for a long time, and she wanted to embarrass Monty because he offended her when he did not have her back when a fucking sicko was in her apartment and refused to leave. Therefore, she showed his dick, got burnt for it, took it down. They both went back and forth about it, and then she dipped out and recorded everybody for 2 years and then popped back up and took your viewers as an army.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what she did.
So, but is there anything?
But I don't care because I like her content, and I watch her, and good for her. But other
but where did you get that whole thing from? But where'd you get the whole thing from? Is there anything that lines up?
I don't care to prove this to any fucking.
I didn't ask you to prove it. I'm asking, is it just a thought?
When I was there at the time, whatever I saw at the time made me come to that assumption. I'm not going to go look for it again.
That's what I was
asking. Fuck if anybody believes me. You
right.
can all be friends with Buddha.
Okay,
her content is good. I'm not trying to tell you.
Right, assumption. That's all I wanted to hear. So then you're asking.
No, I'm not saying assumption. Okay, but what are you doing?
But hold on.
What you're looking at now, I made assumption off of what I looked at then. Neither of us know. You don't know.
No, it was in conjunction with how many other things. Remember were you not there when I looked at all of the messages? Didn't he make an apology video afterwards to all the women?
I made an apology video because Skinny Queen and BB Veronica was taking a whole bunch of flack. And this is why I can't stand. If you're going to say something that's the truth, which BB Veronica and Skinny Queen called it out, all they had to do was just stand on business, stand on the truth. It doesn't matter what other people think, the truth will come out soon enough. All they had to do was say what they said. It was the truth. Buddha was trying to manipulate her audience by putting in some video of her allegedly, supposedly getting attacked at her place when the guy is literally saying he's trying to get out. But yet people were attacking them. So they asked me, and I thought about it for a little while. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna make the apology video. Then they came back. It's like, you gotta make another one. So I made another apology video. But I think now what I should do is tell people, if you're gonna come into this game, if you're gonna come and go world, don't have a thin skin, and don't do this bullshit where somebody has to make an apology because you're getting attacked, because it's just really annoying.
Didn't I look at him?
Monty made an apology to all the women because he lost all his viewers. I remember.
I didn't make an apology because I lost all the viewers. I made one because 2 people who tried to help me were getting attacked, and they asked me to do so. If you want to see the receipts, the DMs of that, then I can show it. But that's the real reason. Do I give a shit what any of you thought? No. Okay, do I need to be on here? No. Do I need to get paid from YouTube? No. I have my own monies, okay? I don't need to get paid on here. In fact, this is eaten into my goddamn time. So at the end of the day, Skinny Queen, BB Veronica asked me to make the videos. I made them. That's it.
Specifically, Buddha going through, and again, this doesn't matter because I don't have the receipt. So again, what I'm saying right now doesn't matter because I don't have a receipt, and that's how it works, but I'm still going to say it. Buddha, I remember doing a specific stream where she was showing all of her messages with Monty, and I remember like she would
skipped
like
through them.
stop at a point and like stop reading it and go to the next one. And I don't remember
exactly because she's manipulative. I don't understand why people can't see that she's stopping because she's saying certain things that doesn't fit her narrative. It's completely fucking obvious. When she stops and she moves on, just like how Purple Glitter would do, just like how any other person does, if it doesn't fit their narrative or it's not going to let them look right, what they do is they stop and they go to another screenshot. Monty, tell everyone how you randomly came into my chat to start shit, then talk tail when I offer. Why would I be scared to panel up with your little bitch ass? How about I fucking give you a ticket to come to the 6, little bitch boy? How about that? With that stupid ass shit all over your goddamn face.
what it was. That's why this doesn't even matter.
Girl, you have a lot of the opinions for not remembering shit.
This was so many years ago. Listen, does anybody care what Jessica Messica thinks about Buddha bitch? Maybe Buddha does, maybe you do. Nobody else gives a fuck. If they want to watch her, they're gonna watch her. Who the fuck cares what I'm saying?
Right, but what I'm saying is that you are making assumptions. You have like all these thoughts, and then you're putting it on the head, neck, and arm and leg, and you're the one doing it.
Because you asked me. Did I say this to anyone? Did you see me anywhere talking about Buddha lied about a dick? Now I'm saying it because I'm getting asked about it.
Remember, one of the things that I had said is that regardless, I don't really give a fuck about if she gets a dick.
I DM'd and tagged you. And you commented on my post, step ready, Pessy. Listen, you want a pearl necklace? I'm gonna let some of my homeboys, bukkake your face up, you little bitch. Scrape them fucking knees up. It won't be the first time your knees getting scraped up and you opening your mouth and making this like stupid ass old face or your mascara dripping in shit with your blush all over the fucking place, putting pearl necklaces all over your fucking neck and chest, you little bitch. I sound soft. I ain't the one having that stupid ass picture. I message you. I message you. All right, I'm gonna message you, bitch. I'm gonna have my homeboys pearl necklace the shit out of you. Leave you like a little fucking $2 whore with bukkake all over your fucking face, little boy.
Dick in her, you're saying she had the dick in her phone under that number the whole time, and then she just decided to take
my opinion.
Right. Mm-hmm. So she had just was it a spoof number or was he messaging her from an Alberta number?
No, I don't even care about that. All I'm telling you is what
Jessica Messica saw
at that time. I don't care to prove this because it doesn't fucking matter. If you don't think Buddha did that, then who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I'm asking you questions. Hold on, I'm asking you questions because I don't understand what. Hold on, I'm asking you questions because I don't understand where you get it from, and then you're like, I don't give a fuck, whatever. So
yes, because I can't explain.
No. Wait, you're telling me that I have people that are the head of the neck and the arm, but you're the one that's making assumptions. I don't know why I thought that. I'm just saying it could have been.
No.
Well, don't put shit on me.
Okay, if Azria, I can't remember what happened. How many years ago is this now? 2 years, 3 years? I don't remember.
You know what I find hilarious is that PG could be lied to, Kidney can be lied to, Tiny Dancer, but the bad bitch.
Okay, how the hell's PG? How the hell's PG lied to you? What fucking world are we living in where a person who's literally been caught for stalking and harassing at least one person when I've said she's been doing this for fucking years is now a victim? PG is in no way a fucking victim, okay? She's a perpetrator. It's been proven with a charge, and that charge is going to stick because the evidence is extremely strong. Don't ever say that PG is the victim. Don't ever say that Kidney J, when that piece of shit was, talking to Buddha bit, trying to figure out what the fuck they're going to make up. And now I'm hearing who she actually was dating before, but she's going to keep that shit a secret, right? Okay. Yeah, right. This is the shit I can't understand. Still with the same fucking narrative. PG is a victim, maybe a victim by certain people, but definitely not by me. As I've said, as soon as I figured what her real MO is, because the thing about this is you can't really tell a lot through the internet, and there's a lot of social cues that are missing. I would say a good bunch when you can kind of tell when somebody's not right or they have issues or whatnot. That is absolutely missing on the internet. Now, if you talk to somebody and you're lacking these cues, these visual cues, you could sort out in person, then it might take you a little bit longer. But once you figure it out, just like I did, what did I do? Stop talking. But still to this day, emailing, messaging, whatever, and then she got caught. What she shouldn't have done is message that lawyer, but she messaged the lawyer and then she got caught again. Okay, and that's why she has the ankle monitoring as we speak, okay? Is Uncle Ben actually the name of your secret lover? Uncle Ben is one of my homeboys, and Uncle Ben is gonna bend your bitch ass over and put some pearl necklaces not only on your chest but on those fucking cheeks of yours. And what he's gonna do is, I'm trying to find something that rhymes with rice, but give me a second here.
Bitch, she can't be lied to. She had something going on. She liked him. She got
You got a problem with LGBTQ people, Yato? Because what you saying it like homeboy like that for? It's Pride Month, you bitch. Don't you ever say something like that. Again, the necklace is made of pearls. What else am I supposed to say, teddy bear? Necklaces made of sand? That doesn't sound fucking right.
the dick. So it's because she looks good.
No,
If she
no.
was fucking Veronica, you would believe her.
Okay, but listen. I have no reason to hate Buddha bitch. Buddha
I'm
did
just
nothing
saying,
to
I
me.
think it's because of how she
What I'm
looks.
telling you is,
Why am I
it's not about-
sexualizing you? Because you're a bitch. That's why. I wouldn't want you even if I were gay. Why is your knees atchy, Yato? You been practicing? You know, it's not only Pride Month, but World Series of Poker is on in Vegas. Why are you practicing, Yato? What are you trying to do?
about her being a bad
And
bitch.
the
I don't
fact
care.
you're OS.
Okay, so now I'm saying this because Buddha's pretty and the rest are ugly. No, and
No.
again, I'm aware.
It was the same
I'm aware of the
situation.
fact. Listen, I watched that shit go down, and based on what I saw with my eyes, I feel how I'm telling you right now, and I don't have.
Yato was like the equivalent of the movie. What was it? Who was that guy that was like trying to suck dick for them cheeseburgers? Don't Be a Menace to Society? Was it Don't Be a Menace to Society? Or was it Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood? Yeah, it was Don't Be a Menace. Yato is exactly that guy. They'll be like, yo, I'm a suck your dick for them cheeseburgers, yo. And then I'd be like, yo, what you say to me, Yato? Yato was like, I'm a suck your dick for them cheeseburgers, yo. That's you, Yato. You try to suck my dick for some value meal cheeseburgers, bitch boy? Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna go to Browntown for a fucking quarter pounder? What fuck, Yato? What are you gonna do for some fries and one of those dollar drinks? Huh? What you gonna do with them? You gonna do a magic trick? Gulp magic trick?
Have the receipts, and I'm not going back to look for them because at the end of the day, none of this
I'm
matters.
Hey, Yato, I'm a hardworking black man, okay? You're not. My dreads look sexy. Way sexier than yours.
Tiny dancer situation. Well, listen, if you're gonna go,
Okay,
hold on. You say none of it. No, wait,
I don't like
Jessica.
that.
Jessica, it's very easy for you to say that none of it, blah blah. But you know when we were watching BBW's, we were watching BBW's stream, so you know that we're gonna know that she's live. Then you know when you hop up there, we're gonna know, and
Okay,
obviously,
so then I'll go through all of them.
right?
So number one.
And, hold on, I'm not done speaking. So obviously,
Okay.
you know, we're gonna watch it. So everything you said to Veronica, you wanted me and Buddha and everybody to hear it.
I'm not
so
oh my God, I'm not a black American. You're a Jamaican Canadian. Ooh. You know what remind me of Yato? When I used to live in Florida, you sound like one of them dudes that would be like, yo, you ain't hard. I'm from Dade County, I'm hard. You from Broward County, you ain't hard. I'm like, what the fuck does me living literally on the north side of a line have anything to do with my fighting prowess? So just because I'm in Canada, what does that mean? It's like it's so silly. It's kind of like being from Queens or from the Bronx or Brooklyn, and a Brooklyn cat's like, "Oh, you from Queens? You don't know how to fight."
I don't care if you
So
do. It
what you
wasn't
go
like
on?
I wasn't like I'm gonna do this that way they all hear me. I just said what was on my mind at the moment. It wasn't like a
Veronica,
big.
when was the last time you knocked up on a pen and was like, "Hey, can I talk to you guys?" And I just want to
I rarely do it, but I remember like if you look at like so I have my own things like I decide like my channel. So I have a lot of things that I think about, right? That I'm not sitting here talking, I'm not talking about it. It's my own internal things. And so like well now with the PG stuff and what
Is
people
there
were
any?
saying,
Hold on. Why do you
Veronica,
motherfuckers
I
hold on?
felt it.
Wait. No, I'm talking in the chat. Give me a second. I'm talking in the chat. Yo,
Okay.
why do you motherfuckers think that you can come in here and talk shit? Kevin won't get the fuck out. Where is he? Hold on.
I'm not using Buddha as a punching
I'm
bag.
not talking to you, man. Give me a
I'm
second.
talking to Buddha. I'm not using you as a punching bag.
Oh.
If you
Well, hold
I'm
on. You
not
can't
using you
talk
as a
when I'm
punching bag.
talking. Give me a second.
Okay, I'll stop.
Can the moderator please just block any of those motherfuckers, Kevin Wong, Strange, anybody that's there since they don't want to let me in the goddamn chat? Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I think I'm gonna wrap this up, okay? Because we're getting tangential here. Have I checked on S Jam? No, S Jam's got his woman. He doesn't need to get checked on. Plus, I ain't got the time for that. Like I said, I've done enough for this community without any proper payback, positive payback. Just a bunch of shit that happens, and I'm not gonna be checking on some drunk piece of shit. Okay, I got better shit to do than checking on drunks, and I got better shit to do than checking on a whole lot of other people. So we're gonna wrap this up. S Jam will be back when he's back. But let's see what else Jessica Messica has. And I think I need to go over more of the situation of Buddha because I do got a lot of other receipts. I guess she privated. She made members only, like most of the live streams except for those two bullshit ones. I wonder why that is. Kind of like half running away after all this shit came out, right? Good that you're far away from everyone. Well, we're gonna welcome you back. Next time, don't duck you when I give you what you asked for. You think I'm gonna go on your little bullshit, pal? Why don't you talk suck dick somewhere else for 2 cheeseburgers and shut your bitch bum ass the fuck up? Where the fuck you living, bitch? You living with your parents? Get your fucking money up. Get a fucking job. Stop drinking OE40s. Where the fuck else you're drinking? Go put some fucking cocoa butter lotion in your ashy ass dick sucking ass kneecaps. Take that cum out your fucking mouth that went up your throat. Get that cum out your fucking ear. Take a fucking shower with your stinking ass. Take those nipple rings out of your fucking nose and shut the fuck up and go suck Idris's dick, bitch boy. Get the fuck out of my chat, fool.
I am not here on a mission to fuck with Buddha bitch. If someone asks me how I feel, I have said it. So if she thinks I'm using it as her punching bag, I'm only giving my opinion. And my opinion could 100% be incorrect. I am not going to come make receipts to prove anything I'm saying. None of, like, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. Like, I understand what I'm saying could affect you. But what I'm saying is my opinion in the grand scheme of all of this doesn't matter, especially because I'm not coming with any receipts. I'm just saying what.
Okay, wait. I got a question for Yado D, bitch. Why was you marrying this psycho like a couple weeks ago and then you guys broke up? Like, don't you think that she was gonna go crazy on you, bitch ass? You got internet married to Azria, then you gotta tell her lying hoe ass off for saying that she SJM was being trafficked. Ain't you embarrassed, bitch? Yeah, use a gutter slut. Yado D gutter slut. Be sucking dick and then going home to hard working Azria and kissing her with your dick sucking lips. You little nasty boy. Is that how you make rent? You beg for $2 in the street, then you be sucking dicks for cheeseburgers, bitch boy. Is that how they do it in Cali? It's called Cali, not Gaggy. Because that's what you be doing. You be doing the Gaggy in Cali. bitch boy.
Jessica feels right now. So
Right,
I'm
on
not here to
panel with
punch on
Veronica
you.
while we're watching Veronica.
Huh?
I said on panel with Veronica while we're watching Veronica.
Yeah, because
You had to get it out right there.
I didn't
Right?
know you. I didn't
You didn't
even.
know
I
it
wasn't
was.
even thinking what you were watching Veronica. So this is what happened. In that, so I was eating at Wendy's. I went live. People were in my live saying that like something about purple glitter. I pop over to yours. I see the same exact thing being said in there. I drive home.
I
I
love
ride home. Sorry, and I like carry my stuff in.
You know
And then
what, Yato? What's your phone number? I need to give it to. I'm gonna give it to BB Dub Veronica. Tell her she's got a new bitch in town. This one's ripe. He's like 5'4". He's got a nipple ring in his nose. He's a little bitch boy. He's good on his knees. He can suck dick for cheeseburgers, and he'll work hard. You just gotta work him hard. All right. Plus, he's cheap too. Young, fresh. Yo, BB Dub Veronica will hold your ass out. She'll call it something else. She'll call it charity, but she's gonna hold your bitch ass out. Yeah, don't worry.
I see Veronica's. So okay. So I had written Veronica because there were people in your chat saying like Jessica doesn't even like you, Veronica. And I said I just want to let you know, like, regardless of what you're saying or
Sorry,
might
people were saying that.
Yeah, she'll heal your generational trauma. She's gonna do something else. Yo, you think BB Dubrak is all innocent and shit? Oh my god. I wonder how she's like as when she pimping. You think she'd be slapping a hole like Yato? Yeah, Yato looks like a slappable hole. That's what he looks like. You know what, Yato? When you free, because I gotta make a stream about you. You look like the most slappable hole I ever seen. I don't even gotta use the baby powder. You get out of the fucking line, I just slap your ass in place. Make you suck some more dick. Make you work the corners a little bit harder. You look like the most slappable hole I've ever seen. Yeah, pro dick sucker.
They were in
so
the chat saying
your
that
chat.
Jessica doesn't like you. Oh, okay.
People in your chat were saying like, "Oh, Jessica's Veronica's number one buddy troll," right? So I wrote her and I said, "I don't know if you see any of this, but I just want to let you know, like I like Azria, but I just want I'm not trolling you." I told her that, and I
Right, but
said, "But I
people
hope you
think
know
that
that."
because of the company in the chat. That's why. It's not like you're in there with Nikki
Yeah,
and Lily.
but
It's
okay, but I
all
don't care anymore. I don't
trash.
care anymore. I don't
Right.
care
So then when
anymore.
people
Think I'm
say that,
whatever
it's because
just
of
because
what
I'm
you're
around. I don't
doing.
talk to nobody. I don't fucking talk to nobody. So you think because I'm here, I don't agree. If you what Jessica says in the chat from this account is what I think. What everyone around me is saying is not what I think. What I say is what I think, and there's
Me
not really much
too.
behind it.
Twinsies. Me the
There's
fuck.
hardly
Oh my
Jessica.
god, this man's just
huh?
derailed the chat.
Go ahead. I said me too. Why is it
Yeah,
that everything
I
you
Do I
come
get
from?
a bit fruity? I get super fruity with these fruity ass men. Only a bitch would run after asking for this. What are you talking about? You Can somebody please give this man a ticket to Toronto, or maybe I'll go to Cali or something. I need to like resolve this because I ain't never run from a hole. I ain't never run from Nads, and I've been in his hood. I even went all the way to Ottawa for that bitch ass Roman El Roman for that goddamn boxing match. Spent $200 in a hotel. Had to spend what, like $150 on gas for all for nothing. It was bullshit. He was a bitch. What the hell's listen? As he said, yeah, Yato milked him and he swallowed. I 100% believe that. Can you make your way to Cornwall and do a wellness check? You mean like Goldwater rules? Just talking to the neighbors.
From your mind, but me, like me too. What I think, what I
yes,
cover,
and I'm
what I
okay, and I'm
read.
sorry. I feel like this,
Whoa,
like
look at this. We should call Yato 416 that bad man. Come to Vegas, then don't go to the strip where the police are. Ooh, shit. You scared? Because I'm scared right now. Yato was like, better not go to the strip where the police are. What are you gonna do, Yato? I'm so scared right now.
the head and the like. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
probably
coming
should
across like you
apologize to the
think
head of
people
next
run
because I
me
could
and
be.
shit. And
And I
especially
could
Right
because
back
I
lumped
know
up.
that how thorough I am. Like I literally
I
Only thing you're gonna lump is my dick, bitch. After I pull it out of your fucking throat, you're gonna lump my dick up by putting little bite marks all over my black cock, bitch. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna slime and sliver my dick up, fucking having it down your fucking throat. You're gonna be nibbling on it. That's how my dick's gonna come back. You're fucking right. I'm gonna ride back lumped up my dick. That is.
I
working
do
in the
apologize
legal
for that.
field since 2009. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
Right. So, and I don't
And
talk
I could
about
be putting.
anything I don't have proof on.
Okay. So I will go back to say that I don't think all proof is real proof, even though it's a real
Sure.
receipt. It doesn't mean the situation was valid when it first happened, but that's not your
Right.
problem.
But that was,
But
we
number
talked
two,
about,
I will say that I am putting my interactions with people, my judgment based on what has happened. I'm like projecting that and thinking I could be projecting it and think that's what's happening to you.
Okay, Yato. I don't know why Yato's acting all hard. I ain't a woman. You can be talking all tough to Azria. Like, but I'm gonna smack you, bitch. If I do this, bitch, I'm gonna smack you. What you talking like that to Azria for, hoe ass? Talking all hard and shit. You think you could really do that to me to my face? Somebody get this man a ticket. Anyways, I'm out of here. All right, I'm out of here. Smash up the like button. We're gonna continue this. We're gonna get some receipts and whatnot. I will see you guys later. It's fucking 10 o'clock. I gotta go to my bed. See ya later. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Have a good one. Peace.